and girls, we meet again in this lesson of Year 4 Mathematics from iTTV. How are you doing? My name is Puyi and I'm your tutor for this lesson. In the previous lesson, we have learned about division and also you had some questions to try on your own, didn't you? Now let's check the answers together. For question 1, 3,615 divided by 3. We will use long division to solve this problem. Now, remember the family, dad, mom, sister and brother. So, when you use long division, this is a formula to help you, divide, multiply, subtract and bring down the next digit. So, your quotient or your answer for this question will be 1,205. Yep, that's the answer. What about for question 2? Divide 72,930 by A, 10, B, 100 and C, 1,000. Okay, let's do it one by one. For A, you see that we have the same number of zeros on the dividend and the divisor, so we can just cancel it off. So that will give you the answer 7,293. B, when you divide the number by 100, okay, you can see that there are not enough zeros, so you have to use long division. 72,930 divided by 100, that will give you 729 with the remainder 30. Okay? Check your answer. Make sure you have divided and multiplied and subtracted correctly. Okay? Now, C. 72,930 divided by 1,000. Use the same method again and you should get the answer 72. Remainder 930. Okay? 72, remainder 930. Next question. A times 35 is 8,190. What is the value of A? For this, you have to remember that division is the inverse operation of multiplication. So if A multiplied by 35 is 8,190, therefore A is also the same as 8,190 divided by 35. So we can use the long division to find out the value of A. Take 8,190 and divide it by 35, and that will give you 234. So that is the value of A. A is 234. You can also check by filling in this number to the equation. Multiply by 35 and you should get the answer. Yeah? As in the question. Now, question number 4. There are 24,680 old palm trees in Encik Rosli's estate. The trees are planted in rows with 25 trees in each row. How many rows are there? And how many is the remainder? Okay, first we have to understand the question. Encik Rosli's estate has this big number of trees and he plants them in rows with 25 trees in one row. The question wants us to find out how many rows are there and how many remainders. So you can see over here, it is the concept of dividing or sharing equally, yeah? One row, there are 25. So we can use division. Take 24,680 and divide it by 25. And as you do that, you will get the answer 987 with the remainder 5. So that's the answer. Okay, boys and girls, I sure hope that you have gotten all the questions correct. Now let's move on to our lesson for today. Welcome back. Boys and girls, in the previous lessons, we have learned about addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Today, let's step up the challenge a bit. Let's mix addition and subtraction together. Now, in a question, whenever we have more than one operation, in one question we call it mixed operation. Let's try to solve this question. 52,306 minus 3,642 plus 673. Right, you see over here in the question we have two operations, addition and subtraction. So this is a mixed operation problem, yeah? Now whenever we see a question like this, which has addition and subtraction together, here's how we solve it. We just solve it from left to right. I'll show you on the board now. Okay, from the question we have 2,306. Yeah? And then minus 3,642. Okay, let's stop there and solve that part first before we add the third number, okay? Now, in vertical form, I'll put the minus sign there and then the second number over here. Okay. Now, I place them in vertical form and now I'll subtract starting from the right. 6 minus 2, 4, 0, cannot subtract 4, so I'll trade 10. 10 minus 4, okay, 6. Over here, not enough, I'll trade again. 12 minus 6, 6. Okay, over here, how about 11? 11 minus 3, I have 8. 4. Now, once we have gotten the answer for the subtraction, then only we move on to the next step, which is plus 673. 673. Remember, when we fill in the numbers in vertical form, we must make sure that the numbers are arranged according to the right place value, yeah? Okay, let's start from here. 4 plus 3, 7. 6 plus 7, 13. Okay, 6 and 6, remember? Doubles. 12 plus 1, 13. 1 plus 8. And over here, 4. So our answer is 49,337. Simple, right? Now let's take a look at the second question. 24,310 plus 159 equals to blank plus 1,248. What is the missing value? Okay, pretty tricky this one. Now you see there are two sides of the equation, yeah? On the left, we have two numbers, addition. In the middle, and on the left, we also have two numbers and one operation, which is addition. Okay, now since on the left hand side, I already have two numbers, I will find out what is the total first. Alright, now on the left, these are the numbers that I have. Plus 159. Okay, what do we have here? 0 plus 9, 9. Over here, 6, and then 4, 4, and 2. So, on the left, the total is 24,469. So, if this number is equivalent to the blank plus 1,248. So therefore, since I know that subtraction is the inverse operation of addition, the blank will therefore be this number minus 1,248. So our total is 24,469. Okay? So on the left, the two numbers that we have earlier is this, and it equals to the blank plus 1,248. Now we know that subtraction is the inverse operation of addition. So actually this blank would then be 24,469 minus this number. Okay? Blank would be this number minus this one over here. Now, we want to find out what is in this blank. So, let's solve this. Okay. 1,248. What do we have? 9 minus 8, 1. 6 minus 4, 2. 4 minus 2 is 2. And over here we have 3 and 2. This is the value that's supposed to go into this blank. The answer is 23,221. Okay, now this question is pretty tricky. What about the third one? The third question. Take a look. The table shows the customers of a fast food shop. On day 1, there are 487 customers. On day 2, there are 521. On day 3, there are 429. Find the difference of customers between the third day and the sum of customers on the first 2 days. Okay, now let's try to understand the question first. So we are given a table with the number of customers that came to the shop on 3 days. Yeah? Now the question wants us to find the difference between the third day and the sum of customers on the first 2 days. Okay, hang on. Let's write down the numbers first. On the first day, we have 487. Day 1. Yeah? For day 2, we have 521. And for day 3, we have 429. The question wants us to find the difference between the customers for day 3 and the sum of the first 2 days. Okay, so I will plus this one first, plus the first 2. Once I've gotten the total, I will then find the difference between this total and the number of customers for the third day. Yeah? Once I've gotten this one, I must find the difference, which is to subtract. Remember, finding the difference is subtraction. So, 3 numbers here with 2 operations, addition and subtraction. So we will solve this part first, yeah? Close this one. So, let's write it in vertical form. 487 plus 521. What do we have? 8, 10, 1 over here. 1 plus 4, 5 plus 5, 10. Okay, so now I know the sum of customers on the first 2 days is this one, 1,008. But I haven't finished. I need to subtract this number. 429. Okay, now 8 cannot subtract 9, so I need to trade. 10. Okay, 9 and 10. Trade again so that I get 9 here and 1. Okay, 18. 18 minus 9 gives me 9. 9 minus 2 gives me 7. 9 minus 4 gives me 5. Okay, so there you have it. The difference between the number of customers on the third day and the sum of customers on the first 2 days is this, 579. Well done, everybody. We have used mixed operation to solve this problem. Now let's move on to our next segment. It's that simple. Okay, boys and girls, I have a puzzle for you. But for this puzzle, you have to be very observant. Are you ready? Here goes. You are driving a bus. At the first stop, 26 people get on. At the next stop, 8 people get off and 14 people get on. At the following stop, 9 people get off and 11 people get on. At the next stop, 21 people get off and 12 people get on. What is the age of the bus driver? Do you need me to read the question again? Okay, But remember, you have to be very observant, okay? You're driving a bus. At the first stop, 26 people get on. At the next stop, 8 people get off and 14 people get on. Okay so far? Then, at the following stop, 9 people get off, 11 people get on. At the next stop, 21 people get off and 12 people get on. What is the age of the bus driver? Do you know the answer? Oh wait, before I tell you the answer, can I ask you something? What is your age? Sorry, I can't hear. Can you repeat it again? Well, that's the answer! Your age. You know why? Because I told you in the question, you are driving a bus. So you are the bus driver. The age of the bus driver will then be your age. Okay? I told you, you've got to be very observant. Now, isn't that a simple question? Now, grab your pen and paper. Here comes some real questions for the lesson that we have done today. Okay? Question 1. 15,003 minus 6,878 plus 829 equals. Question 2. 120 passengers are in a train from Johor Bahru to Ipoh. At Kuala Lumpur, 32 passengers get on, and at the next station, 18 passengers get off. How many passengers are there in the train now? Okay, remember for this question number 2, you're not the train operator, conductor or driver, okay? Now, the third question. The diagram shows 2 numbers. On one side, you have 41,253 and on the other, 87,345. Find the difference between the values of the digit 4 in the numbers above. What do you get when you add 3,122 to it? Well, boys and girls, that's all the time we have for today's lesson. Let's recap. Today we have learned about mixed operation involving addition and subtraction. So when you see a question or problem like that, you solve it from the left to the right. Okay? Now, when you want to write it in vertical form, remember to arrange the digits according to the place value. And after that, you can subtract or add starting from the right to the left. You should be able to get the answer then. That's all for today. In the next lesson, I will introduce to you something new. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.